You are not prepared.
What did you do? Hello, Barry. Hello, Raiders. Welcome on in. I hope that you are well. Happy Friday. Oh my god. How are you, Barry? How was your stream? What are you up to, my dear? How did you go? I'm going to have to ask for everybody's patience today. So I have been wildly productive for the past 2 days. Like I'm talking wildly productive. I'm sure you've noticed if you're in Discord or follow me on any of my social medias that they should be here, but they're not. They're probably like down here. No, actually no, because there's like the progress bars, right? So they're probably like under the jar. Anyway, wildly productive. As a result, I am dead. My brain is like, why are we doing this? What happened to not doing things? Why? And so I'm like, I'm dead. I'm actually, my brain is like, I feel like the inside of my head is fuzzy. Like, I know that sounds really, really weird, but like, I am tired and my eyelids are like, and just inside my brain is like, zzz. Yeah. So, it has nothing to do with the Red Bull that I had today, or with the thing that I had before the Red Bull, because, okay, so I have this, you know, like the powdered supplement marketed at gamers type of thing. I bought one of these a very long time ago. It's still in date. It's still well in date. But I bought one a while ago when I was kind of experimenting with thinking about approaching this brand to like work with them. That didn't work, and it's fine. But the actual thing itself is not terrible, and it's quite tasty. And I'm like, I should use this. I should use this. And I was not expecting to get a package from Red Bull today. I was expecting the package from Red Bull. I was not expecting it today after the issues I had yesterday. Again, if you follow me on socials or in Discord, anyway, Instagram specifically. So, I was not expecting to get that today. So I had one serving of the powdered energy drink, What's It? Delicious. It's passion fruit flavor. I like it. It's nice. I had a serving of that, and then when I had about like this much, because you dissolve a scoop in about this much water, so I had a bottle, and when I had about this much of it left, the door goes, and I'm like, oh, is this Red Bull or is this bubble tea? It was Red Bull. So, and then I had a can of this is empty. There's nothing left in it. It's empty. This is unreleased. You can't buy this yet. I am so unbelievably thankful. You can't buy this yet, but when you can, if you can do sugar-free energy drinks, obviously not everyone can, I get that. If you can, it's fucking delightful. It's really good. And now I am dead. Not because of the Red Bull, but because I have pushed myself and worked a lot, and I've had more energy drink today than I probably should have. And my brain is going gzzz. Yeah, so that's good. How are you guys? Now that I've ranted, how are you guys? What's up? What's up? Well done, Mike, with 1,701st. Well done, Zam with first. Mark with second. Wings with third. That was in order. What? Why? How? Whomst? Good. Mads with last. Well done. Good job. Hands in the air and give yourself a hug. I almost knocked everything over doing that. Good. It's a Berry raid. Thank you for the self-hug, Berry. I appreciate it. How was your stream? I will get to your messages shortly, no doubt. Welcome on in, Raiders. If you haven't been here before, how was that for a goddamn introduction? I am Fiamma. Most people call me Fia, and I am a competitive World of Warcraft collector who also apparently does the occasional work with friends and who is trying to get back onto the whole doing social media train because it's good for business. And I'm full-time and I need to pay bills. Yes. Hello. Lovely to meet you all. Welcome on in, Pikachu. And Grumps. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hello to CG as well. Welcome in. Production. I know. So productive. Probably too productive, but that's fine. That's fine. It's my heckin' queen. I'm trying real hard. And I'm, honest to goodness, I'm so proud of what I made today. So proud. I made a video. So doorbell went, package get, came upstairs, hoo boy, ripped that open, set up camera, do the thing, take photos, use phone, because I record on my phone because I don't have fancy stuff, and you don't need fancy stuff. I do have a fancy phone though, ish. It was very fancy when I got it. Slightly, it's what is it, a 13? iPhone 13, I think. Is that what? Anyway, it's pretty. It's green. And then sent that to my OneDrive, because that's what I use. I don't know why, it happened and it's good. So upload that to my OneDrive, download it from my OneDrive onto my laptop where I did editing, because if I work in here, I don't get any work done. So I sat in the lounge room with my laptop and did work, and I got all the work done, hack unlocked, edited the video and scheduled it. All in the space of about an hour and a half. And I am actually really proud of the video, so I can't wait for that to go up. I think it's going, did I schedule it for Sunday? I think it's on Sunday, so like, keep your eye out. Instagram, TikTok. It'll probably go on the text feed things on Monday instead of Sunday. Yeah, anyway. Good. Have you drank all those Red Bulls already? No, one of them. One of them. If you had a look at it, there were 4 in the box, 2 of the sugar-free and 2 of the fancy new flavor, which is delicious. Oh my god. And it's pink. The liquid itself is like beautifully pink. Anyway, and the other 3 are now in the fridge. Yes. Me drinking GG right now. There you go. There you go. Yeah, just stick to the servings on the tub. Do you remember talking to me on Facebook? No, but my memory is trash, so that doesn't mean anything. I had autism expection rage today, but other than that, pretty good. Brilliant! I'm glad you're doing brilliantly otherwise. Your Red Bull productivity is leaked into chat's counting ability. Apparently so. We were on my rank up game and lost through someone else's fault. Oof, yeah, that's rough. That's rough. I'm excited for our collab. Can't wait to work with you. Huh? Who finally sees the means of production. I'm so proud. Look, I tried real hard. Hello, sheeps. Welcome back. Okay, I'm gonna go be an adult, also play a game with mom. Perhaps I'll be back later. Of course, Barry. Enjoy. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Right, so today, Thunderstorm, rep farming. Let's start with Thunderstorm. Let's get going. All right, join game. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if I don't crash and burn in like an hour. Sims 4's Siren Song has gripped me. Currently spending the next few hours collecting buds and custom content. Oh my god. Honest to god, back when I played The Sims semi-regularly, I spent more time getting and like installing custom content than I spent actually playing the fucking game, hey? Yeah. And all of them were like, when you load up the game and look at all your custom content, it's like, why are these all practically identical? Like, just the same thing by different artists. It's amazing, hilarious. Let's go here. That's where I usually go. Seems to work alright for me. 1750 plunder required. So what have you guys been up to today? How are you going? Alright, here we go. Yeah, CG, I have no idea what you're talking about with regards to, like, a collab or whatever. I don't have any upcoming collabs. Although there has been a... There has been, I was notified of a profile pretending to be me on Facebook, so just double check that you're actually interacting with who you think you're interacting with. Especially out on the social medias. I do have an email address. I don't organize collabs through social media DMs. If we're getting to the point where, like, I'm gonna do that, I refer them to the email and then I keep going from there. So yeah, just double check that stuff, yeah? Place 47th is almost top 5. I know! This is what happens when you land on the same place as somebody. That's alright. Everyone aiming for the same rares. Fight was rigged. No, they managed to pick up the thing that the rare dropped before I could, and then used it to kill me, and that's fine. That's fine. One of those things when do they put OC players in with US players for Plunderstorm? I'm not too sure, or if it's like a. Either way, I'm fucking drained as hell. So So you do reach out to people on Facebook, just want to make sure... No, I don't. As I said, I don't. I do not reach out to people on Facebook. I very, very rarely check my Facebook DMs because I don't get very many. I believe you may be interacting with someone who is pretending to be me, which is fantastic. Stream sniping, clearly. Hello, Twid, welcome back. Oh my god, it's delicious, Twid. It's so good. So good. You were talking to people like on purpose. Gross. Look, sometimes, but no, I do not organize collabs via Facebook. Maybe if you... Living, I had help, all good. Yeah, look, people out there are kind of dodgy. It happens, unfortunately. The internet is a dark and scary place sometimes. But I'm also not gonna let a potential scammer like guilt me into working with a bunch of people. Like it's not worth it, hey. Yep, I would advise maybe blocking and moving on. Bold of you guys to think fair use of social media at all. Hey, I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better. People are shit, gonna get better. No, you're totally fine. People absolutely can be shit. Not everyone is shit, but you know, sometimes it happens. Definitely report them as being an imposter. But yeah, I think I do have a Facebook page. What's the... it's just facebook.com/Fiamma29. So if it's got anything else, like if the URL is anything else, then it's not me. Sorry to say, but it is no bother at all. This shit happens sometimes, unfortunately. Some people think that that's, you know, a sign that you've made it when people start impersonating you. That's, a lot of those scammers aren't even people at this point. It's bots. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. The internet, a wretched hive of scum and villainy, that's it. So because caffeine has been helping a little bit with my headache, I decided to look into getting a Keurig. However, my friend pointed me in the direction of a cold brew coffee maker. I'm not a fan of hot drinks. It'd be a lot better for me, of course. I mean, depending on what's cheaper, you can also like brew the coffee and then put it in the fridge. Or pour it over ice as well. Depending on, because I mean, like hot coffee and then cold brew coffee, they are two very different ways of making the coffee to begin with, and they will result in different tastes. So if there's a particular place where you've been having coffee that you've enjoyed, it might be worth finding out how they brew their coffee to see, because it will taste different. If you've been used to having hot brewed coffee poured over ice and you like that taste, and then you try a cold brew, it'll taste different. And if you don't like the taste and you've just spent, you know, all that money on a machine, it might be a bit of a problem. So yeah, just double check what the, you know, coming from a Melbourneite who doesn't even drink coffee. Definitely worth looking into exactly what it is that you've been enjoying. Yeah. Saves me money on... Hello, my name is Sophia. No, it isn't Trump. Your name is Rump. Saves me money on buying iced coffee packets. Yes, absolutely. It sucks because they give people followers and then we just sit here sad and lost. Have a great stream. I won't unfollow. That's always right. No, you don't need to apologize, CG. Neither of us have done anything wrong. It's shit humans on the internet. Neither of us have done anything wrong. Coffee tastes better when it's made by someone who hates you. I guess if you like the bitterness. Night, CG. See you next time. This one is taking a while to get going. I wonder if it's bugged. Oh no, we've got a countdown now, okay. Complain and you shall receive, right? Ah, dear.
By the Sunwell.
Alea, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. 8 months. Holy cow. Much appreciated. Generally not a fan of coffee without sweetness added. It's like alcohol. I need to not taste it. Yeah, absolutely. Well, considering that we started with fewer people for this match, maybe I've got a better chance of getting my stuff done. What's my items collected? Okay, good. I think there's usually a supply chest down the bottom of this hill. So let's see. Oh, not today. Brilliant. That's a supply chest, but there are people over there. Maybe in this direction. People up here too. For use my item? Oh, here's an item. Funny when a supply chest is worth more than a gold chest. Ta-da! Alright. I think I got like 30 plunder from a very short-lived game I did. So I need, I think, like 1720 from this one. Whew. Nah. This one? Sorry guys, I know I'm not paying much attention to chat. I will, I promise. Just not while plundering. I'm at 1823 now, so I don't have to play another game. Just see how far we can go. The player numbers are dropping very slowly. It seems like we've got a lot of plunder farmers in this match, which is kind of hilarious. Be 17 of us bouncing around in a circle, waiting to get hit by lightning. It'd be hilarious. Gosh, it's shrunk a fair bit. Need upgrades. Maybe there are some up on that hill. Oh, we're down to 14. So there are definitely some people who are taking out others, but of the 3 that we've lost recently, one of them was one was to the storm. So I don't know. It's maybe someone got bored and just like, yeah, nah, I've got enough, and I get. Oh. And that's another kill by one of the people who did one of the other kills, so... Oh. There's a person. None of these are the abilities I want. We're down to 12. Let me up. No, okay. Here we go. We all just farming. I don't want people to think I'm coming for them. I'm just wanting to check the dropped abilities. Like, oh, there's another kill from the one person. So we know we got a target once it comes to it. Someone jumped in the storm. There are 10 of us in this tiny little bubble. It's another loss to the storm and another kill by that same person. Usually goes down to like 8 when it's a massive big circle. This is hilarious. Just out here getting my plunder. This is great. Waiting for respawns. Oh, I got stuck. Just getting my plunder. Oh, tiny circle. Are we going? We going. Okay. Just pick up as much as I can before I die. No, there I go. 3230. Not bad. Not bad. That's hilarious. All right. I can buy a couple of things today. Where was I up to? I know we were talking about coffee and not tasting it. Right, need to not taste it. It's generally been helpful for migraines, headaches, to the point where I'm basically prescribed drinking caffeine by my neuro. If you're not interested in like coffee, has the neuro suggested like, I don't know, like caffeine pills and stuff like that? Or are they like too high a dose and you're supposed to be starting like small? Or like caffeinated tea and things like that, depending on your personal tastes, of course. Because God, if I was prescribed coffee, I'd be like, can I get it in a capsule? Oh dear, wish it was more than 8 months, but what can you do? No, Elia, don't be silly, you're totally fine. 100%, any support is amazing. This is Thunderstorm, not Fear gets the drop she wants, Storm. But I did though, 13 and 30. I'm pretty happy with that, personally. Okay, where is my... Firstly, it's my more point spreadsheet for the rep grinding, but then also the Plunderstorm spreadsheet. Oh, excuse me. I'm starting on the priest, holy cow. We're already that far along. So there are no 2,000 pieces left. My next most expensive bits to buy are the 1,500, so I can get 2 of them. Okay, that's good. We like that. Farmville or Minecraft? Farmville, Plunderstorm question mark. I think I probably would have voted for Farmville as well. The bit that annoyed me with Farmville was when you got to the point where, like, you could only do anything once a day, yet you'd get notifications like 12 times a day to come check this and have a look at that and blah, blah. And I'm like, I can't do anything with it though. Why are you telling me it exists? Like, I know it exists. I fucking put it there. Like, that was my peeve. I hate when those like freemium games get to the point where you gotta pay to keep, they suck. They suck. But I do quite like idlers. Like, I don't know, there's something peaceful about making this kind of progress, you know? But when it gets to the point where you can't do anything and it keeps spamming you, dislike. Man, if they had dropped this before Christmas, they could have called it It's a Plunderful Life. Oh no, she's not paying attention to us. Start a riot? Never. Don't do that. Riots are bad, okay? Oh, a free-for-all. I could have done that, but I didn't see it. Who won? Fear when you see this, my crops are dying, my family is sick, spare just a measly 50k coins to a poor Shiva. How many? You've got 245. 245 is enough. You can do free-for-all with, free-for-alls take 50. You're good. You're good. Just leave the thing in lurk. Even if you're like not at home, just leave it in lurk and you'll accumulate shit tons of coins and you won't be able to spend them. So you'll get more. It'd be good. It'd be fine. Father Star, I'm super excited about the pink Logi stuff. I was looking at that headset, but in black for my next one, no way. Yeah, it is super cool. Like I was not, so when I was trying to organize with the PR company, because I haven't been speaking directly to Red Bull, I've been speaking to the PR company, and oh my God, the rep is just the most lovely human, absolute rock star. Because of the issues with the package, I was kind of going back and forth, just sort of having a chat with them, trying to sort some stuff out. We were chatting about all sorts of other stuff. Like, it was just really, really lovely. And when I was doing that, I'm like, right, we're trying to figure out, okay, am I going to go pick it up? Or are they going to organize a redelivery? If they're going to pick it up, can I personally pick it up? Like, how big is this going to be? How heavy is this going to be? Will this be a problem if I have to walk like 15, 20 minutes? Or more, like, what do I need to know? And so I'm having a flick around trying to see if I could figure out like maybe what the vibe is, you know, trying to do a sneaky. And I found a story that they'd shared from another, like an Instagram creator who had received the flavor as well. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh wow, look at all of this stuff. That's really cool. That's a huge package. And then I'm like, she has 175,000 followers. I'm not getting all that. Like I'm getting the micro influencer package, and she's gotten like we give, like, this is a big person, we like to give them lots of stuff package, right? I'm thinking so I'm probably gonna get like the 4 of them in the little box, right? That's cool, and I'm totally happy with that, 100%. And then this big box arrives and there's stuff shifting around on the inside. I'm like, okay, cool. It's just like, and it was a little heavy, but you know, it's cans of drink. Of course it's gonna have some heft to it, right? And so this big thing, and I set up my camera and I cut the thing out. I mean, I black out all the things, and then I cut the boat and I open it up and I move the pink tissue paper out the way, and I see this gray edge of the box and it says Logitech, and I've gone, you're fucking kidding me. And there's this momentary like, oh my God. And I'm so glad I got it on camera. But yeah, and then I'm like, no way, this is insane. So yeah, it's like the whole package. They did such good care of me. I'm like, I'm so grateful. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a time. It's gonna, like, I'm so grateful, so wildly grateful. Not the people in charge of my taxes sending me an email with typos. Oh, rump, ouch, I hate that. As long as there's no typo in the numbers, though. I love the casual mutual agreement about just gathering plunder for full murder. Yeah, right? That's the first time it's gotten that small with that many people, though. Like, my God, that was hilarious. Outside of Tylenol migraine stuff, caffeine pills weren't super talked about, and perfectly fine drinking caffeine right off. Totally. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, for me, I'd be like, I don't like coffee options. What do you reckon else? But no, that's just me, because like, yeah, but no, I'm really glad that something so simple is like, because let's be real, caffeine is pretty simple in terms of like medication wise. Super simple. So I'm so glad that something like that is helping. Yay! Rockstar is a competing energy drink. They are. But nah. Let's just nah. As long as we don't capitalize. Right, Plunder Store. No, it's under this one, isn't it? Yeah, Plunder Store and Plunder Store. Look at how much I've got. Oh my God. Yeah, keep in mind it does cap at 15,000. So if you're like accumulating to try to spend all at once, just be careful. Okay, so 1,500. We are looking at a weapon. Oh, look, it's got uncollected only again. God, what is going on there? Okay, 1,500. Plunder Lord's Storm-Ridden Neck Severer. Neck Severer. I love that. And then Plunder Lord's Storm-Ridden Rapier. Get. Beautiful. hydros. I could technically go and get another 2 things, one for 500 and one for 250, but I'm gonna leave it and I'm just gonna keep working my way down the list because, yeah, that's hilarious. Okay, 2 new things. Starting the stream with a bang. Right, Sholazar. Frenzy Heart we go. Oh man, I am exhausted, hey. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're all good. How are you guys? How are you guys going? Down. No, upstairs. I actually wish they did a lilac or another type of purple for the headset. Not super big fan of pink. Yeah, the pro stuff is all just black, white, and hot pink. The white stuff does, like, it is gorgeous. Like, if you're looking for something that's a little more pastel aesthetic, I'd definitely recommend the white. Because then you can kind of accessorize with whatever other pale colors that you want to, and like, you know, a white keyboard and white mouse on your lilac desk mat or whatever, like they'll go. But yeah, no, there's only so much, as like we were talking about in Discord briefly, like the fact that they've got a color that isn't black or white to begin with is kind of a big deal, considering that a lot of them, because it's got so many different like materials, you got the fabric, you got the plastic, you got the metal, etc. And different types of plastic and stuff, and they managed to get it all the same color. That's incredibly difficult to do, and I can only imagine it'd be even harder in like pastel colors. With the brighter ones, you can sort of turn up the saturation and you're kind of getting there. But yeah, no, I'd definitely recommend them in white if you're looking to curate a particular aesthetic. Yeah, I applied for a great job yesterday. It was on this obscure job board, 25 an hour, doing a tenth of the work I was doing for 50 an hour. So I was cool with the pay cut, applied, wrote a badass cover letter, got an email an hour ago saying the job was pulled because it was a scam. Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. Failed that tower defense map twice. What tower defense map? Just happy it's Friday, even though it was a shorter week, it didn't feel like it. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I mean, I don't have public holidays, but from what I understand from Jas, it's just this whole week has felt insanely long. Did you consider instead defending the tower and succeeding? Oh no, oh, for sure, just being picky. Most of my other things are black. Trying white would be cool. Yeah, absolutely. It's like breaking away from black peripherals it's hard. Like it's difficult because you just don't like... That's what we've always had for such a long time, and especially when you're in a financial position where you're going to be replacing like one thing at a time, like when it finally dies, you replace it, kind of. It's a big ask, but yeah, the white is definitely gorgeous. There we go. I don't know why my interact with I think it's highlighting like a different thing for the interact with. Or maybe it's just unbound it entirely. It has. Why? Why do you keep doing that? Number of scam job ads around is insanely high right now. The number of scam everywhere is insanely high right now. Like the CG who was just in chat earlier talking about how they had been messaging with me on Facebook. No, they hadn't. You know what I mean? Like someone is out there impersonating me, talking about collabing with, like what the fuck is there even to gain? Like, I don't get it. Unless they're like trying to get them to pay to collab. Or I don't know, like, I don't get it, but it is what it is. You just gotta be really, really careful. I have links to all of my pages in my in my Zap. Like it's a link in bio style thingamajig. All of those links in there are my links. If it's a different link, a different profile that's messaging you, it's not me. That's it. Like first and foremost, it ain't me. It sucks that shit people are out there, hey. Number scam, I know the secret level in Warcraft 3 with just blood elves. Vaguely. Gosh, it's been a while, but vaguely. There's a report yesterday that said, saying out of the 400,000 jobs in tech right now, approximately 90 of them are ghost jobs or scams. The fuck? What is a ghost job? What does that even mean? It's just like, you do this work for me kind of thing. I've seen a lot of people who take a job, like have 3 or 4 jobs and then hire people from internationally to actually do the work for them. While they like get the paycheck and then pay a portion of it to the person actually doing the work or something, which is wild. Absolutely wild. CT, thank you so much for the resub. Oh my god, I'm sorry I missed that. It must have been when I was talking about scammy stuff. Thank you so much for the resub. Good morning. 8 months. Holy cow. That is amazing. I hope you're well today. Ghost job is where the employee posts a job online with no intention of hiring. Oh, okay. So they're just like gathering resumes or like gauging what the job market looks like or whatever. Job with a high manager posted job doesn't exist to maintain the position on the job. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Even in non-tech job listings, that's pretty common. So like, yeah. Just the whole world is going to shit at the moment. Everything everywhere all at once. It's a good movie, I need to rewatch it sometime. I haven't seen it once. I saw a job posting last week where they said in the description, we are not currently hiring for this role, we're simply gauging interest for it, so please apply so we can keep your resume on file. Oh my god. Absolutely not. Because then you get emails from them for the next 700 years asking if you're looking for a job. Like asking if you're available. God, that's insane. That's disgusting. I did also see a thing talking about specifically like game dev, but I mean, I assume it applies to a lot of companies at the moment in tech and stuff like that as well, that the vast majority of available positions at the moment for game dev specifically are with indies. Like vast majority are with indies because all the big boys are scaling down. And with the indies, quite often then they don't have investment, they don't have funding, they are funded by one person's bank account. One person whose bank account looks like your bank account. So they want to pay and their values include paying people what they're worth, but they can't. So they don't want to post a job that is, you know, work for free, because that's completely against their values. So they pay what they offer pay that they can, but that pay is shit because it cannot be any better than that because they are also broke. So it's like, how else do you do that? Like you just can't, kind of thing. And it's, oh boy, it sucks. It sucks big time. I'm available to overthrow the government, otherwise not interested. Sign me up almost regardless of the country. I've seen job postings that say email me a resume and we'll enter you into our hiring network for when we get a position that fits for you. Oh. God, and that's like, I spoke to multiple people at the Twitch Melbourne meetup, and I'm like, you know, what have you been up to? And they're like, yeah, just job hunting. I've been out of a job for 6 months to 18 months. And like, you know, everyone's obviously a little bit different, but the time frame that people had been out of work, and they were literally just applying for anything at that point. There just aren't any jobs. And that's terrifying. I don't, like, obviously I'm in a bit of a different situation. However, because there's a cost of living crisis, and because I am a luxury expense, we've gone through this, if I'm unable to secure money for an extended period of time, then I'll have to find a traditional job again. But then there are no traditional jobs going. So it's like, yeah, it's scary position to be in. I am unbelievably thankful that Jas has steady employment and that he's happy. He's okay with having, not necessarily happy, but he's okay with having not exactly a 50-50 split on expenses. Because, yeah, otherwise it'd be a very different story. Very different story. Speaking of money, we have ads incoming in a couple minutes. Use the secret strength of the frenzy heart. Do I need to? No, I don't. Good. I had to cash out half my retirement to keep us afloat, which sucks. No shift tax is going to be fucking brutal. We had the ability to do so. A ton of other people in my situation don't have that shit to fall on. Yeah, absolutely. God, I'm so sorry, Rump. That's scary as fuck. Catch 22, yeah, literally. It's... everything is fucked. Big time. Big time. This is why, like, I know we crack jokes about, you know, give Fia all your money, but, like, genuinely, I want you guys to take care of yourselves first and foremost. The number of times that I've received messages from people apologizing because they have to cancel their sub or something, like, you do not have to do that. Like, you don't have to apologize. You 100%, if you have to cancel the sub, do it. You don't have to apologize. That's ridiculous. Like, this is a luxury expense. When people are paring back their budgets, often the kind of things that go are things like, you know, takeout and Netflix and that kind of stuff. I am a form of entertainment. That goes in the Netflix pile with the stuff to cancel, you know? Like, it's, yeah. I understand completely and entirely. Right, okay, I think that, yeah, that's everything I can do for today. Where are we sitting? We're getting there. We're getting there.
You come get the voodoo.
Ooh, itchy.
You be careful, man.
When the Biscuit told us in like 2002 that everything is fucked and everybody sucks, but we didn't believe. Give Fia all your Netflix money. Is Fia a form of entertainment? I preferred break stuff, both back then and now. Good. Oh my goodness. Right, so we're jumping over on over to, words are hard, my Alliance Mage. God, I'm really feeling rather zonked, hey. Woozy, I've eaten. I'm hydrating. Fingers crossed we can make it 6 hours. We'll see. We will see. I also usually prefer to break stuff. Some people break stuff for stress relief. I like making stuff as stress relief. Oh, excuse me. Crafting is fun.
Break yourselves upon my body.
Posture check. Okay, I guess. I thought my posture was okay. Like, reasonable, at least. Support your local streamer that happens to only live 15,000 kilometers away from me. Yeah. Break it, then remake it, double stress relief. There has, like, okay. Reddit keeps suggesting this unraveling community to me, where they'll go to like an op shop, thrift store, I guess is what, yeah, but op shop. You go to an op shop and you find like an actual like knit garment, not something that like, obviously stuff that's made of acrylic can work, but you find a garment that hopefully is like a fancier yarn, like a fancier fiber. And then you like check the seams to see if it's been like knit as a big sheet and then cut out and stitched, or if the pieces have actually been knit and then sewn together. Because if you cut it, then it's just a bunch of smaller pieces of wool, and that doesn't help. But like if it's been made just so, you can unpick the seams and end up with these pieces of garment, and then you can unravel them and wrap them into a ball of wool, and then make something new with them. And it's a hell of a lot cheaper to get old, like, worn garments made of yarn than to buy the same weight of yarn in a ball. And if it's boring colors, you can dye it. Like, it amazes me. So that's literally breaking a piece of clothing, like tearing it into actual literal shreds, just carefully.
Can I help you?
And then remaking it into something shiny and new. So you're absolutely right, Mike. Break it, then remake it. And now I'm like, that sounds really exciting, but then I'm like, no, Fia, you have too many projects already. Stop, finish something else. What about your posture's posture? So rude, you only think about yourself. What would my posture's posture, what does that mean? If it were actually a thing, what does it mean? About chairs posture. I mean, you know how some chairs can kind of like tilt backward and stuff, so maybe that would be their posture. Chair is perpetually perfect and I have no notes. Chair is starting to show age. There are some parts of what was purple piping that's no longer purple, like the pleather cover has like worn away. And it makes me really sad. Watch your mouth. No, I know. Like Fia's hair is going grey. Chair is also going grey. Because the insides underneath the leather is grey. Yep. You chair shaming? No, not at all. Not at all. Not all furniture lives to show wear. Some of them just, they go from shiny and new to broken immediately. So the fact that chair has lasted long enough to be showing his age is impressive. Very happy about that. Hello, Gia, by sending your partner for one of your awesome embodied. Oh my fucking god, could you imagine? I don't think I'm a big enough creator for that. Alternatively, Fractal has a chair. I also still don't think I'm a large enough creator for Fractal to send a chair, but Fractal has a chair. I also went from shiny new to broken. Yeah, right? Like... Oh, here is an infant. Oh, joint pain. Yeah. Straight off the bat. Amazing. I can be shiny and broken simultaneously. Oh my god, me too! Benefits of oily skin. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Ooh, I should go kill Kazak. See if I can get one of those pieces of loot. Oh. I thought that was the entrance. It was not. I did get one of those pieces of loot. That's awesome. Hell yes. I was fighting with the boy 6 hours ago. He hit me with a heel kick in the forearm directly on the muscle, and I'm still sore. He's 7. I lost a fight to a 7-year-old tonight, chat. Oh my god. That's terrifying. Actually terrifying. See, when you said fighting, I thought you meant having, like, an argument with words. And then I'm like, why the fuck did he go straight from, like, arguing with words to kicking you in the arm? And then I realized, no, you meant play fighting, like wrestling and shit. Yeah, okay. Tell him that's elder abuse. Yeah, also that. We don't use words, we use fists. Noted. Noted. Oh, wait, I'm done here. Oops. Dun, 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 dun. For legal and CPS purposes, that was a joke. Yeah, of course. All they need to do is look at the rest of your chat history rump and they'll be like, nah, nothing he says is real.
What is happening to this world? We will answer the prayers of my people.
Is this actually gonna give me... It might actually give me Hand of the Prophet rep. I should probably do it. Even if just to, like, get rid of the bloody exclamation mark.
Pleased to meet you. Goodbye now.
Real storyline in the game is still one of my favorites. It's kind of wild, hey. Didn't she go, like, total extremist? Or was that not canon or something? I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember. Like, I remember people talking about how she went, like, total religious zealot to, like, genocidal levels. And I don't remember if it was, like, some kind of flashback of this is what could have been, or if it was a this is what happened after, kind of like I just, my brain genuinely doesn't remember. And yes, that's a little bit embarrassing, but I mean, you know, welcome to my brain. How can you not know everything about a game that you claim to love? Well, let me tell you. If I remember correctly, it's alternate timeline shit, but yeah, that they still show her doing the most as well. Yeah, that was what I'm like, was it like an alternate thing or was it like a, yeah. Yeah. So it's like literally not our URL kind of thing. URL, yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna trigger that because it doesn't look like I actually need the rare on this turn. So I'll leave it for someone else who maybe does.
Trample their corpses.
I am on struggle street at the moment, folks. How are you guys going? Exciting weekends planned? I think she would have been good in Heroes of the Storm, not my dragon aspect. Yeah, like... she would have been, I reckon. Do you think there were just like too many paladins already or something? Or like she wasn't well known enough to break through to the other side? Like Ruthie, who shouldn't have been in the game. Why? Not saying you're wrong, just curious. Why? Why not Uther? The mechanics are a bit hard to use in HOTS, so not many role players. Okay, so you wouldn't have many people playing a... Currently collecting the ancestry coins. Tomorrow night I'm going to a night market, excited for good food. Check out the stalls. Hell yes. That sounds so good, Twid. Hope you have a blast. Night market food is like usually really, really good too. Bring us back some snacks, indeed, or in lieu of snacks, because you know mold and stuff. Bring us back stories of snacks. Tell us about like the highlights, the lowlights. The lowlights are probably just going to be something was sold out, or the line was like an hour long. To be real, but that's okay. I usually have it on the Sunday. It's really hot over the weekend here in Adelaide. They moved it to the Saturday night, which is perfect. Oh, that's awesome. That's lovely. They might get like quite a few people who wouldn't have been able to make it on the Sunday showing up on the Saturday as well. That's cool. Introduce a new batch of people. I can share some pics in Foob. Oh, absolutely. And look, if you forget, that's okay. Don't stress. You can always tell us, like, in words about what you had if you don't have pics. Or if you remember, like, which restaurants and stuff, which food trucks were present. Often a lot of them will have Instagram pages, so we can go stalk them.
Insects
And drool over our
deserve
phones.
crush.
Or keyboards, depending on how you're viewing it, I guess. Sounds like Jess is home. Jess brings snacks. I'm not sure we actually have any snacks in the house at the moment. We have plans to do groceries tomorrow, so we don't usually get many snacks. Because if they're there, I'll eat them. Oh, excuse me. You what? Yeah, I know. I know. I'm one of those people who, like, just can mindlessly eat and eat and eat and eat and doesn't ever really get full. So it's a problem. I mean, I can get, like, if I sit down and have a really big meal all at once, then I can get stuffed, like, super full to the point of pain. But, like, if I've just got lots of little snacks that I'm just sort of mindlessly nomming, yeah, I will eat until I kind of go, oh shit, I'm way too full and now I feel sick. Unfollowed, unsubscribed. Ouch. Sad face. This is why I've got snacks on throne rump. Isn't that the point of snacks though? Yeah, it is, but like... I don't want to overeat. Like... Yeah. I got heaps of chocolates for my birthday, which is annoying because then I will have to eat them all. Oh my god. I'd try to like space them out, hey. Just have them a little bit at a time. Not the snacks, wait, what I'm not supposed to bring to snacks is. No. It's okay. We have them on throne to enable you. Yes, correct. Because then it's not my fault that I'm eating all these snacks. It's chat's fault. I'm supposed to bring the snacks as... Oh, I mean, you can. It's just what we were talking about, that we don't really have them in the house. We don't tend to keep many snacks in the house. Except when they come through via throne. Cynthia, that 1 kilo bucket of M&Ms on throne. No, it's like 600 grams, not a kilo, right? Or is there one that's actually a kilo? I forget. M&Ms are like really, 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 really good for when you're trying to portion control your snacks. Because they're so small, you can really like fine tune exactly how much you want. I mean, you can eat them by the handful as well, but if you're trying to not eat them by the handful, it's really easy to kind of, because you know how when it's like, oh yeah, a serving size is 10 grams and then like 2 pieces is 8 and 3 pieces is 12 grams. You're like, how the fuck am I supposed to eat a serving size? And then you gotta like fucking calculate shit for macros and stuff. Like, it's just a pain in the ass. M&Ms, because they're so tiny, you can fine tune and it's so good. Absolutely amazing. Love that for us. Also, they're really fun to suck on. Because if you suck on them so that they go, like all the dye comes off the candy coated shell, then you're like, your whole tongue will be that color. It's great. If you just crunch them, then you get a little stripe of the color, but if you like suck on them for a while, your whole tongue is like, yeah, it's great. Good fun. Afternoon, dude. Welcome back. I hope you're well. Wait, why is the assault not... I'm really confused. I guess I don't actually need to do the assault. Okay. Thank you very much for the biddies too. 170 of Tic Tac is 1 Tic Tac. Exactly. Exactly. Because they're tiny and they're like, it's like a gram. Just put it in your face. And that's perfect. But for snacks that are like, they have these random, like 13 grams a serving. And then like you cannot, you've got to like snap chips in half to get to 13 grams. It's like, get fucked. Get all the way fucked. All right, let's see if this actually gives me handler profit rep, because if it does, I'll laugh. Quite well, got some good news at work. Oh, fantastic. You did a thing. I'm glad to hear it. Nice. Thing doing is good. We applaud thing doing. Sometimes it's difficult, and that's okay. But when we manage to thing do, it's great. It's also why they're allowed to be called sugar-free, because of weird food laws. If one serving contains less than 1 gram of sugar or so, it's supposedly sugar-free, rolls eyes in loophole. See, that's not the case everywhere. I see a lot of stuff about like 0-calorie oil sprays and stuff, because if it's less than 5 calories for a serve, then legally they can mark it down to 0 calories. But that's in America. In Australia, no. Literally no. I have like I have stuff that is literally like 2 calories a serve, and it says 2 calories for the serve, because the 0-calorie spray is like a quarter second, like a that's it. That is 0 calories. If it's a 0-cal spray and you're like spraying for 2 or 3 seconds, you're talking like 80 calories because it's fucking oil. Yeah, that's a thing in America, not in Australia. I was gonna say not anywhere else, but that's not the truth, because I'm sure there are other countries out there that do that. But for Australia, that is absolutely not the case. Like, Lord, it makes me so angry for you guys that you have such stupid, because like what, the only benefit of that is that companies can trick people into using more and thinking it's good. Like there is no other benefit. All it does is ups the company sales because people are misled about, like that's the only benefit. All it protects are profits. Anyway, yeah, I picked up a pouch of past rollback. It had the US nutrition facts on one side, and the other side it said numbers valid only in Australia, and the numbers were completely different. Yeah, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. I wonder why. Like, I wonder
But will is my
what.
weapon. The prophet's faith was not.
Have I ever done this before? I'm sure I have. Otherwise, yeah, I think it said your warband's completed this quest. Also, US usually uses calories, Oz usually uses kilojoules, so the scales are different. They are, but there are a lot of products here that where it says energy, it says like energy, there's a number kj and then number cal, and then it goes on to the rest of the macros. Like, I almost want to say most packages do that now. But I don't quote me on that, because it's probably just most of the packages that I look at, you know, it's like sample bias or whatever it is. But yeah, there are a lot of products that show both, because calories are easier to quantify. Like when you think about, you know, the average daily adult requirement for kilojoules is like 8,800 or something like that. That's a really big number to try to quantify. It's the same reason why WoW has had stat squishes multiple times, because when you're talking about tens of millions of DPS, it's really hard to figure out like, oh wow, 10,000 more DPS, but actually that's a drop in the bucket, you know? So it's hard to quantify. When I do, like when I'm looking at macros and stuff like that, I use calories, because it's just easier to wrap my head around the smaller number. It does mean that I have to do a lot of like conversion. I tried to say conversion and converting and conversion. Yep, you got it. But yeah, it's yeah. Calories about 4 kilojoules. Yeah, it's somewhere like it's like a 4 point something, 4.2, 4.4, something like that. It's yeah.
So many souls, such power.
That's true, Seb. Yeah, isn't there a place in the world that cannot legally call Subway subspread because of sugar content? Yeah, the UK, mean Subway cake will allow it. Brilliant. I thought that was a like a clickbaity thing that happened like a decade ago. It's kind of the it's kind of like the clickbaity thing that happened like 2.5 decades ago. I don't know about you guys, but in Australia, the big thing was that the reason McDonald's soft serve was so creamy was because it was made of pork fat, specifically pork fat, with like a fuck ton of sugar into it, so it didn't taste like pork. And it's like, no, that's not at all correct. Biff, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Very generous of you. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well today. Oh my god, is that a hype train? Holy cow. I didn't realize we had one incoming. Was that a... I don't know what happened just there. Very much appreciated. How are you going today?
Help us. Please be careful. With faith, we may triumph. Victory.
What are we doing?
Ours.
Next one?
Oh
my goodness, Mike, thank you for the biddies. Much appreciated. She's like a back, no clue, never actually paid attention, it sits in the back of my head. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, those kind of things. Obviously when I was younger I was like all the way buy-in, but these days I'm like, is that really? I don't know. Skeptical in my old age. The apple pie is made of choco. What's choco? I haven't heard of that one. Everyone who had a friend who bit into a cyst in a KFC burger. Like the little, yeah, the, you know, fat that occurs naturally in chicken. Yeah, hilarious. God. Absolutely wild. Why is everything dead? Oh, is it upstairs? No, it doesn't look like it's upstairs. I am getting handed the profit rep, by the way, so that's good. Shoku's a vegetable. Oh, okay. Does it have other names? A vegetable that tastes similar to cooked apple basically tastes like nothing. It ends up tasting like whatever you cook it with. Interesting. Okay. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go upstairs because this is either broken or I'm not actually supposed to be here specifically. It also known as Christopher Mills from Sugar. Yeah, okay, no, I hadn't heard of that particular one. Interesting. Huh. I wonder how common the vegetable is and if it's cheaper than apples. That's hilarious. Used to be very common and cheap. People would use it to make meals go further. Mum grew up in the 50s, 60s, had it all the time. Ah, okay, interesting. There you go. Like a few years ago when a guy claimed to find shrimp in his box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, then it was revealed that he was Danielle Fishel's husband trying to promote some new book he wrote. She was to Pango and Boy Girl Meets World. That is wild. I'm amazed at how people connect dots like that. Like, you know, I wrote a book, so I'm going to complain about finding shellfish in a cereal because that will increase my book sales. Like, just because you go viral doesn't mean people are going to buy something that you made. Sometimes yes. Often no. Like, oh boy. I think it's less common these days. Yeah, I kind of thought as much, but I'm like, I didn't want to kind of assume because maybe it's just like super common in some areas and just happens to not be common where I live, sort of thing. Biggest myth I love is people thinking that the reddish liquid in their steak is blood because it ain't. Yeah. No. Meat juice. Like literally, it meat juice. Amazing! Hype train complete! 56% of level 2. That is insane. Thank you, guys. That was entirely unexpected and out of the blue. Amazing. All right, where are we gonna go? Let's go to Veldraken. So we're done with Hand of the Prophet for today. We're going to go and do Obsidian Waters, or as much of it as I can anyway. So that hype train did get triggered by just one sub-bomb, which is really odd. Very, very odd. It be my globin knees. Meat juice. Oh boy. What about the influencer who deliberately drove through the mobile phone traffic thing while grilling a steak? Look, people do stupid shit trying to get views on socials. Like, really stupid shit. It does concern me. Happens sometimes. Twitch can be a generous god. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I'm alright with it. Yeah, very, very strange. No fear, we'll never do that. Look, I mean, silly things? Maybe. Silly things, maybe. Stupid things? Nah. It's not worth it. Not to me. For some people, it might be worth it. Not for me, though. I am going to take a brief bio break because I am feeling rather woozy. I'm going to go see if I can not be woozy. BRB.
Behold the power of pure water. Run away, little girl. Run away.
I returned. Hydrate, folks. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not feeling good, but that's okay. We'll see how we go. I'll just sort of keep an eye on myself. Be well, we'll do, CT, I'm trying. I chat with AZK and social and content on Instagram. There's new content everywhere. Did the Instagram one go through this time? It did. Okay, good. Zam doesn't like having all the links to all the different platforms. Okay. Give it a little bit and see how I'm feeling, and if I have to, then I'll do the thing. I remember like 2023 when Kai's Knight was charged for starting a riot because he posted online he was giving away PS5s in NYC Central Park. 1,000 people showed up and turned violent. 65 arrests, eventually official charges were dropped against him when he paid $57,000 to the park for damages. God. Like you have to know that doing something like that is a bad idea. Right? Like, you have to know that that's a bad idea. Too well. Thank you, Streaky. Yeah, I hope I feel better soon, too. I'm just kind of lightheaded and woozy and stuff like that. I'm gonna give it a bit more time and just see if it calms down. If it doesn't, then I'll go and lie down. I liked it better when I actually posted the thing in socials, not here's a new post. Yeah, so if I do that with all three of them, whichever one happens to go first, you won't see it because it'll immediately be up too high with the embeds. Because the embeds are huge, like they're too big. The second part of it is that when you look at the tweet or whatever via Discord, it doesn't count as a view. So it doesn't count as an impression. So when you actually click through to see what it is on whichever platform you decide, that actually counts as an impression, which means that my stats go up, which means that the platforms favor me more, which means hopefully more growth. So that's why. But I have all three of them because I know that not everyone is on all the platforms and people have preferences and stuff like that. That was the idea behind why I want all three of them there. All three is this, like when you see a block of them come up at the same time, it's the same post. It's the same post. If there's something that I'm posting that cannot go on the other platforms, I will not post something else at the same time. I will just post the thing to that platform and the other ones will be blank. So if you see all three come at the same time, you know that it's all the same post. But yeah, like it's impossible to manage this shit these days. Like it's just like you just can't. Yeah. Well done, Mike, winning the raid. Good job. Kenzie winning the free-for-all. Just had to shoot one of the cats from the opened window. It's like 6 degrees and raining, and now he's sitting next to my desk with an accusing look and meows at me. Oh no, they don't understand, CT. They don't understand. Enjoy your lurk, dupe. We'll see you soon. I can just do all of them because I've got all 4 now, don't I? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I can pick whomsoever. Because it's not actually going to make a difference.
Our might flows from the mountain. The deep places hold boundless secrets.
The day just became more interesting.
My heart awaits you.
Aspect's grace shine down.
I'm not doing good, hey. It's a pity. So I do quite enjoy Friendly Friday.
You call that a uniform?
What is your report? The obsidian borders stand
And I think this one,
So many possibilities.
I'll give it a try anyway. Maybe it does. Morning, Darren. Welcome back. We got minor flooding here today. It decided to heavy rain for about 24 hours, enough to turn my gravel driveway muddy. Oh god, Kenzie, be safe. I hope you're okay. Got an ad break in 15 minutes. I'm gonna give it till then and then reassess how I'm feeling. See if I can push through it or if it's wibbly wobbly. This is what I get for being too productive, I guess. You get too many things done? Nah, you're not allowed to do that other thing that you like. It's mostly fine. Rainfall flooding is way easier to deal with than river flooding. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that you're mostly fine though. That it's still, it can be really scary, you know. So I'm glad you're going okay. Oh, it's the Lunker thing again. Did I hold on to... I've got one ominous conch. But I can fish for the others. Because I've got the harpoon still. How y'all doing? What is happening? I'm excited for the subathon in 2 weeks. 2 and a bit weeks. This is another reason why I need to, like, be careful. I need to maintain my go so that we can subathon with no issues. Totally forgotten how to like play Chaotic the Goblin starter experiences. It's kind of wild, hey. I haven't done it in such a long time. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Glad you're enjoying it. I need to go through. There's a couple of like starter, like the you know the armor that you're wearing when you log in for the first time. There's a few of those pieces for specific race class combos that I don't have. So I need to jump on and like make characters on my second account to get those pieces of transmog, because it'll be easy to get, right? Those ones will be easier to get at least. Clear out some stuff. I'm only doing it now because I didn't have a goblin yet on my US account. That's it. Hey, that's awesome. Goblin, that's a good idea for my next character. Oh, Loz! Do you not have one yet? Stay back. I'm gonna resuscitate them. Hope these wet jumper cables don't kill us all. Oh my god. That is wild. You don't? Ah, there you go. Yeah, definitely a good idea. There's a bunch of stuff from the Goblin Starter Zone that like you can't get anywhere else for collectibles and things too. Definitely a good idea. Especially coming up to Undermined as a next patch too, 11.1. Very good idea to have a goblin. No doubt there's going to be some goblin specific stuff. No doubt, no doubt. So I didn't sleep all day today, ended up falling asleep around 11:30 p.m, about 30 minutes before your go live time, and waking up at 1 a.m. in pain because I didn't take my medication before going to sleep that I normally take at midnight. I took it then, so everything will be right in an hour or two. Oh, Kenzie, that sucks. I know the feeling though, like going to bed early and missing meds. Like, I know a lot of folks take their meds in the morning, but my wake up times are so sporadic because I don't have that traditional job that I have to be at a certain time, right? It's like some mornings I'm up at 8:30 and other mornings I'm up at like 11. And so trying to take something at the same time in the morning is just, it's a lost cause. I can't. So all of my must take at the same time meds, I take them at night, with doctor permission, all that kind of stuff, of course. So luckily none of them are like keep you awake style meds, so that's good. You know how some things, even though they're not at all for sleep issues, they also just have ingredients that keep you up? Yeah. Thankfully I don't have any of those. But yeah, so I take them at night, but then if I pass out, like if I crash out because I'm just exhausted, then my alarm doesn't go off, or I'm asleep and it goes off and it doesn't wake me up, and then I don't, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. But yeah, like, you know, obviously talk to your, even if you're really good at taking meds and really good at keeping the schedule, it's always a great idea when you start a new med to like talk to your professional about what happens if I miss a dose. Like what kind of symptoms will happen, when, like, should I just skip the dose, or should I like take it when I realize and then take the next one at the same, like at the regular time, like, because you want to avoid overdosing, but you also want to avoid withdrawals. Like it's a whole thing. So talk to your medical professionals. There's always, like, every single one that I've had so far has had, like, in that, you know, the big fold out booklet that's made of like Bible paper, the really thin stuff, and it's like a huge big fold out piece of paper that somehow folds up to this big. They always have like a section that's like what to do if you've missed a dose. But yeah, talking about it with your doctor is always a good idea too. Because like every so often shit like that just happens. Even if you're like the best person doing the thing, you never know when something will go for a bit haywire. What did Alliance get when Hordes got goblins? Worgen. Oh, look, I got one. Finally. One morsel. And 2 more morsels. Oh, yes, Worgen. Yes, it was the Worgen. I'm not sure if this helps, but I recommend not being in pain, Kappa. It's one pill I have to take every 24 hours exact, because even an hour late, the nerve pain comes back. It's easy to know if I forgot it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But then, like, if you take it at the 25-hour mark, and then the next one 23 hours later, do you know what I mean? Like, that can... Some meds, if you overlap them even a little bit, it can cause wild random issues. So that's, yeah, always good to talk to your doctor about it. Sometimes it'll be fine. Sometimes there's a different protocol in place. I mean, the George R. R. Martin anthology of side effects. Yes! Oh, I love that, CT. But yeah, no. And like, I've had ones that they literally folded out to about the size of my desk, and it had like teeny tiny fine print that you almost needed a magnifying glass to read. And it was because like there was this one little section that was actually about what I needed to know, and the rest of it was all the study data. And I'm like, what? There were like graphs of what happened according to age and gender and all this kind of, and I'm like, what? It was insane. I mean, it was interesting, and I did actually sit there and read it one time because I was like, this is fascinating. But I don't know why everybody needs that in the box. It wasn't like an experimental medication or anything. It was an old med that had been around for a while, like just yeah, kind of cool though. Kind of cool. I will be fine. The room is definitely not spinning. When I do deep breath, it's funny. When I'm streaming and I do like a kind of deep breathy type of thing, I'm always so conscious that if I blow out a thin stream of air in a particular direction, it'll sound like y'all are caught in a wind tunnel, because I'll be like, if I blow on the mic, it'll like, it's got the foam cover on it and everything, but I'm so paranoid that like I'll deafen you all if I do it wrong. So I always kind of, you know when you're like, when you blow air out thinly, but you kind of tilt your jaw a little bit so that your top lip overlaps your bottom lip so that you're kind of blowing down. Do you ever do, like, does that, I don't know if there's a word for what exactly that action is, but that's, do you know what I mean? We're not spinning either. Speak for yourself. Spin! Anyone playing a warrior? But yeah, you know when you're like, but you kind of tuck your lower lip in so that you blow straight down so that you try not to like, yep. I do that like a lot when I'm streaming because I don't want to like, yep. Oh, this about meds made me realize I forgot to take my, oh no, Jeannie! Well, okay, I know that you forgot to take them, but I'm so glad that we had the discussion to serve to remind you. That's awesome. Love that for us. Med check, that's it. That's it, if you need to take your meds. Quick to the meds cabinet. That's it, my internet went out last night. I got to play the Chrome Dino game. Oh, yay. Did you have fun, Dupe? Did you enjoy yourself? Okay, so that's my 3 Lunker morsels, and I have 4 conches for next time.
There are more secrets. We must
Oh, excuse me.
Yes. We should
Oh, kill 2 rare elite enemies. Alright, well there's one up in here. Made me wonder if the asterisks is treated like a URL by Twitch chat. Yes. That answers your question. Oops. This is not going well.
Time is money, friend.
I maybe can't do this without like extreme prep on this tune. Oh, oops. I also can't move like a numpty apparently. Really need to interrupt that volley. Oh, she blinked. Oh, right, okay, I remember this. Three damage. What the hell? What am I supposed to... Is this broke? Like, is this actually broken? I think this is actually broken. Absorb all damage without depletion. Well, unless a crab got near them, but how would that happen? I think this might be broken. Hit harder. I'm trying. Can you hear me? That seems broken. Yeah, right? Like... if I just run away. And just absorb all damage. Yeah, okay. So if I reset, maybe she resets. Oh, this is... yeah, it's in like 30 seconds. Nifty. Earth and Earth are spinning about 29.8 kilometers per second, or used to it, so I don't feel. Maybe that's why I'm feeling woozy, Kenzie. Okay, let me. Now that I've got all my. Well, I don't have time warp up. How the warrior trainer NPC should brick shrink his own as Jack in the Box, not actually NPC from back when we had to actually run back to class trainers. Remember that? Yes. So I should own a single hit. No, Jeannie, I'm not. This is a 72 tune. But it's an alliance character. It's the one I'm trying to farm rep. It's the one with the highest rep for the particular rep I'm farming. Now that I actually planned it out a little bit better, she seems to be dying faster.
For the Alliance!
I don't have cauterize. Fuck. If I had cauterize, I might have been able to get that. Man. I think I need a level. I think I just need to bite the bullet and level a tune. I didn't want to level. I wanted to get the one of everything achieved done before starting to double up, but I think I need to double up. It'll just make so many things so much easier. Increase your rep with me by playing Alliance. Level beyond 70 shouldn't matter for that, considering it was level 70 content. For the Alliance, to think where I can get to change my signature block. Yay! Want a quick helping hand? No, thank you. No, thank you. I think I need to lay down. Honestly, I'm really not feeling good. I'm the kind of person who usually tries to push through stuff until she feels better, but I'm thinking I need to not do that today. I feel really wonky, and especially with the subathon coming up in just about 2 weeks, I don't want to do anything that's going to make that, like, if I don't give myself the space to feel okay, you know, yeah, I'm an umpty. But thank you so much for the offer. I really appreciate it. So level beyond 70 will matter. If you're only 70, obviously it's same level content, but then if you're 71 versus if you're 78, there's going to be a big difference, because as you scale higher level, like as you get higher level, your damage and stuff all scales, and it doesn't scale in a linear fashion. So it would matter a lot. Even at like 72, if I was 73 or 4, it would be like quite a bit easier to kill the res. I've got 75s and 76s, I think, that have a lot of it, like a much easier time with Dragonflight stuff than my 72s and 3s. Yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, it looks like I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and actually level her, because there's a few things that I've been trying to do on her and it's not going quite well. Being promoted to customer versus you on Discord, don't do that. You always tell us to take care of ourselves. I know, it does also, and I'm trying to get better at taking my own advice. Things like take care of myself, and don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Things like that. I'm trying to be better at taking my own advice, and I think this is going to be part of that. I'm going to res, and then we'll find a raid target. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, guys. I know it sucks, especially when you have like routine and somebody else changes your routine. It blows, and I'm sorry to do that to you, but sometimes it's better to do it and maintain the schedule moving forward than not take the day and then cancel the Sunday stream because because I push myself too far. So hopefully cutting it short will mean we'll go good. And it means we get to raid people we don't usually get to raid. Like this wonderful human. 34, you get a new set of gear. Fun and fine. Oh, did I just drop out? I did just drop out. Literally the whole ass internet telling me to go lie down. That's hilarious. Kenzie does do that, yes. Kenzie does say, hey Phil, welcome back. I hope you're well. And I apologize for being human. It's an awkwardly timed crash out. Yeah, right? Like, what the fuck? Oh well. I thought it was mine. No, that was me. That was me, because my raid target like froze and had like there was an issue hit, and then the big reconnect button. I was like, what? And I looked at OBS and it was reconnecting. I was like, oh my god, that was, yep. So even the internet is telling me.
Run away, little girl.
To go away.
Run away.
My MS in WoW is now 800. That'll sort itself out, but yeah. The reason WoW's crashing my PC. Oh no.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
I will refund those to you guys. The universe has decided it has. It was me. She just told you to take care of us. It did. It did. With the WoW crashing your PC, Phil, try the scan and repair thing. It can take a really long time to scan and repair, like a really long time. So just let it do its thing. But that solves like 98% of my tech issues with WoW. The scan and repair function is really, really good, but it does take a long time and you have to let it do it. There's if there's an update, that would also, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm very sorry, but we are going to cut it very short today. Only 2 hours instead of 6. That's wild. Here's a raid. We don't get to raid Galaxy very often because of her stream time, so I'm so excited to be able to share the love. Good. Thank you so much for watching. Grab your copy paste if you do not have the Fiamma Hype emote, either because you are not a subscriber or because you haven't unlocked it using your channel points, either of which is totally fine. You can copy and paste the entire raid message, replace your Fiamma Hype with your favorite happy, hypey, celebratory emote, and drop it into Galaxy's chat when we get there. Galaxy Oz is a brilliant human and she deserves all of your hype and follows and all of the things. I will see you on Sunday. Hopefully I'll be feeling a hell of a lot better than I am today. I'm going to go and lie down. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to be unproductive. I'm going to lie down and let my brain sort out its stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Be nice to each other. All the love. And I'll see you on Sunday for dungeon and raid farming. And it will be February. What on earth? Mwah. See you later, guys.